Hey. Well, we're back. Not much time to stream today, so I'm gonna. We'll see about getting more of the main quest done, but I'm gonna start with this. Ah, fuck. Got a lot more of these to kill. I think I'm just gonna do some grinding today. Also, DRG Season 3 is coming out tomorrow. That's something I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
Damn you!
Oh, fuck. Man.
By royal decree.
Also, which one is the worst hypostasis? I think it's the Geo, but I'm not sure. I've heard a lot of bad things at the Geo. Which I'm going to do eventually because I do plan on building Noel. Oh, hi Sheba. What are you up to today? Arrived early, I just started. Have my Nadia pulls and going? Haven't gotten her. But I wasn't really expecting to. I think I'm not gonna get her. Either way, it's pity towards the next one if I don't. Oh wait, this attack. Woohoo. Huh. Well, I literally just got on 3 minutes ago. Literally, as I started this hypostasis fight. Not much time. That's what I like about the Electro one, is that when he's doing his sitting still and his open attack, he sits there for so long. You fuck. Might not get it this time, fuck. Yeah, he missed it. He barely gets any more health, though. Oh boy. First time I fucked that up in a while. Where the hell's the last one, or whatever? I don't know what I've got to do. He just always gets another life from here. Oh well. Ooh. Ah. Double defense. Story of my life. At least I can feed you to the alchemy table. Yeah, triple drop, that is good. How much do I need anyway? So I know obviously he needs, I think 12? Yeah, 12. Slightly more of those than I can ascend him. And Jean is going to need 2, 6, 14, and 26. Then another 20 on top of that, but Venti needs another 20 on top of that too. Yeah, so much farming. So much farming. But I suppose that's this game in a nutshell.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Hi there.
Think you can get away?
Yeah. The Animo Cube, I think, is the easiest one. I think, well, not the easiest one, because I do the Electro faster, because I've got the Luke as main DPS. But I've heard that, like, of them, the worst one, I think, is supposed to be the Geo, because a lot of people hate the pillars. So I've heard a lot of bad things of Geo. Just annoying for you don't have a Claymore or Geo character. Hey, that's actually pretty funny though. That like of all the hypostases, I think Geo is the only one where you want it while you're fighting it. Like you want its element while you fight it. I'm going to need to farm that eventually, because I do plan on building Noel eventually. To be honest, I'm, oh yeah, also, if you want to know what I got for my pulls, I, got Razor, and I also got his C1. So I got Razor, then I got Razor again right away. So yeah. So if you're wondering what I got, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I know, Razor I think is a, like, good early game DPS. But I've already got the Luke, and the Luke is just better.
By royal decree.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a perfect plan when you're on an adventure. How are you going to make any progress at all if you keep deliberating like this? The plan isn't perfect, and we need to be prepared for anything. What are you arguing about? I'm a researcher of the ancient ruins, and I wish to embark on a field trip to the Thousand Winds Temple, but I don't deal with situations involving combat. Mr. Doolin here is an adventurer and has taken it upon himself to make all the necessary arrangements for the temple investigation. Now, I do not mean to be critical of Doolin in any way, and I know that those rune guards can be a real nuisance, but he insists on devising a fully comprehensive adventure plan down to the last detail, to which end he calls meeting after meeting. We've had research, investigation, and amendments, followed by supplementary research, further investigation, around 2 amendments. I just can't take it anymore. Now we say has found new evidence of monsters camping out next to the temple. I'm begging you, clear them out for me, would you, just to shut him up, even if he doesn't get us inside the temple? Woohoo. Hello there.
Time for takeoff.
Time for retribution!
Oz, reveal thyself. Brace yourselves. Yeah.
No rest for the wicked.
Yeah, Venti definitely increases my DPS, that's for sure.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
Makes killing enemies a lot easier. Yes, they're all gone. Yeah, so I was quite disappointed to get Razor, twice especially, because, not events, though I do have to do those. Actually, is there any? Yeah, no, there's nothing going on much right now. Yeah, because I could have gotten Bennett or Noel, which would have been much better constellations to have. So that was mildly annoying. Oh boy. Okay, where's the others? Hmm. Oh boy. Also, do you know of a good place to farm dandelion seeds? Where the best place for that is? Because I kind of need them for Jean. Yeah, like around that in the front area, I know that, but I kind of need a bit more. I mean, how many do I need for the next while? So, next one's gonna be 30, then 20. So I've got already enough to get here. Then, yeah, this gets a pain in the ass quickly. I have really good gliding efficiency now because, I've got Venti's passive, so I get quite a bit further now, so that's nice. Really good passive. One thing I don't like is that they seem to put a lot of passives on multiple characters, so you get redundancy. They don't have the cliff under Don Winery. Yeah, good to know. Right, what am I here for? I'll rate this. Hey. Yes. Flower shopping. The best part of the game. So I don't have to farm it later, that's why. Yeah, these haven't regrown yet. It's called efficiency. So is this the cliff? Or that the cliff? There's a lot of cliffs. Around Don Winery. The one past the river? Under Don Winery. Oh, so this one. This area. Huh. What is it? Southwest. Yeah, here. Oh, that area? No, past the water, so this area. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll check that out later. Also, while we're waiting,
wonderful sight indeed. Why, it reminds me of my homeworld, where at the sight of the princess and Endeavor Earthalan, the very blood and tears of sinners turn to ice. Achoo! Achoo!
Not only their blood and tears, but also their saliva and mucus, mein Fräulein.
Odd. Think you can get away? By royal decree!
Verdict is...
I will end you.
Fuck, he got his shield off.
Burn!
I guess this is it.
Let's play!
Fuck, I didn't realize how much damage this guy does.
Here
Wow.
we go! Ready, steady, go! Time for takeoff.
Set. Chill to the bone. Oh no.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Verdict is...
Too warm.
Hey. I guess we'll,
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Well, yeah, not sure if you heard either, but what is it? I do know a trick to deal with. Found it out a while ago. Deal with the sheer cold at Dragon Spawn. What is it? While you're there, if it's building up, you can go into events, test run, test any of the characters. Then while you're in there, the sheer cold will dissipate. So just wait in there for a bit, then leave it, and you're totally fine. Nah. Yeah. Yeah, not gonna lie, I did a bit of exploring Dragonspine a while back, farmed some Star Silver and catch a bunch of the, what is it, grab a bunch of Star Silver, explore the area, get the, what is it, the things they offer up to the tree. And while I was there, I used it quite maliciously. Alright, Kale's in here. I gotta go down there.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you.
Yeah, I have heard about that, her tortured past.
But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
I don't know all the details, I just know the Fatui did it because the Fatui do everything. You need to read the Genshin manga and understand her past. I was planning on reading the manga, haven't gotten around to it yet though. I said, I don't know much about it, I just know that the Fatui were involved. But to be fair, the Fatui are involved in everything. Like, literally nothing happens in the world of Genshin without the Fatui doing it. They literally make everything happen. Like, if not for the Fatui, literally nothing would ever happen. You know how, Inazuma was stagnant because of...
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
As I was saying, like, with how stagnancy was a big thing in Inazuma due to Raiden's pursuit of eternity, literally that's what the entire world of Genshin would be without the Fatui. They literally make everything happen. Nothing ever happens without them.
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar.
Also, so it's characteristic of Inazuma. Yeah, because that wouldn't make sense at first, because if it's characteristic of Inazuma, but is it, well, then what would it be caused by? The answer is the Fatui experimentation, I suppose. But, like, if it's a disease, then I suppose certain populations can be more genetically affected by things, but...
Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there.
It should...
She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
Okay, I see now. Okay, it makes more sense. I was about to say. So the Fatui didn't give her the disease. She was handed over to the Fatui because of the disease. And the Fatui, of course, did Fatui things, as the Fatui does. So I would say, though, so Salazar, if it's mostly in Sumeru, is it genetic then, or is it caused by something in Sumeru?
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you're already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo!
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Nilotpala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilotpala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around...
Oh my god, I skipped dialogue again. Fuck. Why do they let you do that? Like, why can't they just have it resume when you go out of a menu?
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Nilotpala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
You know, they really like giving things misleading names in Sumeru.
There should be Nilotpala lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Alright, we've gathered enough Nilotpala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
What's that? Oh, is it just sweet flower? Have you seen Nadia's character demo? Yeah, I have.
Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early?
Oh boy.
Let's go find out what's going on.
The dog does not like something. I don't know what it is, but the dog doesn't like something.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
Woohoo. I know I'll need these eventually. Hey, one thing actually I was thinking. What is it, history? How far am I off of pity? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we're getting up there. Woohoo.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
We're approaching soft pity.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you, but I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside of the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
Actually, yeah, I think I wandered into a patch of this by accident earlier.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Yeah, I did. I died.
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
Like the Dragon that attacked withering branches with a charged attack.
Time for takeoff. By royal decree.
Hmm.
Come on, we can do it.
Was that the withering?
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Oof.
Now, destroy the tumor of the withering.
Wait, Just press F on it,
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the Withering Zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that Withering Zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The Withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the Withering Zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of Withering Zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Ooh, if Elazar is linked to that, then that explains why it's unique to Sumeru.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Also, what is it? So, the ley lines are the best way to farm level up materials, right? I'm pretty sure that's like the main way you farm them. Yeah, I've got a lot of resin, and I need a lot of those, so I think I'm gonna spending a lot of resin on that. I think I still have like 56 fragile resin.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
I imagine I'm going to be using a significant amount of that on ley lines.
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh yes, the one that drugged me.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
Well, also like me in university, I often forgot to eat.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
What I saw weren't hallucinations.
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru.
I just gotta save everywhere I go.
Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
Is there anyone in Tevat that can solve their own problems? Like anyone? I'd like to meet them.
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Go and save Hypatia.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Also, I do a bunch of these. Oh, yeah, I really gotta do this one too. I don't even have that unlocked.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
What does that sound? It's the Aranara. Which, I mean, the game kinda spoiled that these guys exist itself, because I literally have a quest in my journal about them. Speaking of which, I gotta do that one. Another one I gotta do. Woohoo.
There you are. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry. Need water.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around. Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we?
Must be a logical explanation for all this.
Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
It is a domain, isn't it? Yeah, Door Resurrection.
Wow, this place is huge. Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
You will find the Menzu mushrooms of this in Sword and Sumeru's domains. The reason for these mushrooms are not one of the Troy-Lakashan creatures are unknown, but must be quite fascinating indeed. Okay, so that way. Oh. There's something over there. Ah, fuck. Oops, that's the wrong way. Well, I just always do this, don't I? Okay, here we are.
Let's play.
Is there any reason to be up here? You will sometimes find primeval roads and unsealed pathways that correspond to them within domains in Sumeru. Collect frequent roads and in the domain to unlock the corresponding path. Okay then. Well, here's the chest I was looking for. Investigate the quaint room. Oh.
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
She gave us drugs again, that's why. She has a habit of doing that. Woohoo.
Here we go. Yeah. Time for takeoff. Oz, reveal by. Brace yourself. Yeah.
Woohoo. More.
Think you can get away?
Good thing I have Venti. Otherwise this might take more than a couple seconds. Never mind, made it a little bit tankier. Only a bit though. And these sure are some good drugs. Gotta ask her who her dealer is. Wait, what the fuck? Oh.
Go, Barbara, go!
Investigate the courtyard far down the corridor.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Thanos just snapped. Let me in. Let me in.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Yahoo! Ha.
And so these two. Okay. Okay, I am confused. That seems obvious, but why the fuck is it like that? Is there anything I've got to interact with? What the fuck? Wait, that? Hey then. Wait, why didn't that work earlier? Had to stand in that exact spot? That barely present spot? Okay, that's a pain in the ass, but okay. Man, I sure do love my fantasy elevators. Like regular elevators are way more confusing. And a lot more glowy. Anyway. Back to business. We... Again with the Vaseline lens. Man, maybe the Abyss just really likes their Vaseline. They put that shit on everything. Also, I'm 2-0 against this guy, but somehow I'm supposed to feel intimidated.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
He's right, I am not concerned.
Or the Abyss.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourself.
He is mildly annoying though.
Yahoo!
Fuck. Yeah, that's concerning. The whole...
By royal decree.
Was he gonna teleport out like a bitch again?
Here we go.
Midnight. Retribution.
Just kind of looked like he went into a T-pose.
Ready?
Anyway.
Go!
Hi there.
Reveal thyself.
Maybe he's immortal. Wow.
Brace yourself.
Hey, there he is.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
I mean, we haven't just faced others like him. We literally faced this exact one.
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
You know, I'm betting that this is, guys, maybe a hallucination then. Maybe a test from the tray. Or some shit, I don't know. Well, there's no way this guy is ass-kicking, avoidant. Far too much of a bitch to not go down. Normally.
Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
I suppose you missed quite a bit, Chiba. I've been, well, kicking this guy's ass, but then turns out I can't kick his ass because reasons. Even though I've kicked his ass twice already.
His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon.
I guess in his case, third time really is the charm.
The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
Huh.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here.
Man, those drugs really are great.
Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Oh, guess that makes sense. She does look kind of rough at the moment. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Apparently I'm scary.
Huh?
Also, her haircut is really funky looking. It looks solid.
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Is it a little round creature? Kind of like a cabbage?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon.
It's Aranara. We know they're Aranara. I literally have a quest titled Aranara, where I meet the Aranara, which I've also got to do. Fuck, I have so much quests to get through.
I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tighnari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tighnari came to visit.
Let's use the empty box that Tighnari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Oh my.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time.
Okay, dog apparently wanted to waste my time.
It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn Ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn Ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritawe Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I really like the sounds the Aranara's feet makes.
Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself.
Yeah, pretty serious shit. So they just drive themselves, like it's a cultural thing, that they'll just drive themselves insane trying to do this then. And it's like an acceptable suicide, basically. You know, maybe you succeed, maybe you drive yourself literally insane.
That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
I mean, Venti has the power to fix musical instruments at will. I think that's a pretty normal god power compared to Venti's. Dog, what the fuck? Yeah, anyway, not the weirdest power a god has in this world.
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do.
Oh no, what a travesty. I can't imagine not getting that dream where all my teeth fall out.
The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like to ask about, you know where to find me. Even though that little neighbor of mine was able to induce a state of dreaming, I doubt they were able to control the actual contents of the dream. The end of your dream seemed quite terrifying. Perhaps there's something that's troubling you deep inside?
Wait, did we tell her about the Abyss Herald?
Not to worry, though. I'm sure you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way in the real world. As someone from Sumeru who cannot dream, I needn't ever worry about nightmares. But lately, I've started to feel that I'm somehow missing something without dreams. It's a little hard to explain. Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like to ask about, you know where to find me. Sumeru researchers use Spiritborn Ale to assist them in connecting with Irminsul to extract knowledge from it. Though the process can be risky, we believe that the knowledge gained is worth it. Unfortunately, I cannot help you understand your dream. At least not yet. I'm still learning how to attune to the depths of Irminsul myself.
That's fine. I'm probably not going to be on too long anyway. I think I've probably got maybe another 40 minutes in me, and I'm probably gonna just do some miscellaneous grinding once I finish up with this, assuming this is over sometime soon.
I hope that I'll be able to ascend past Satyavada life and gain deeper insights. Heading out, I see? If there's anything I've heard local children here in the rainforest speaking of fairy-like creatures. But I'm from Sumeru City, and have never heard of such things when I was a child. Perhaps this is because I had a very strict upbringing. My parents would seldom allow me to play with other children. I doubt they'd ever believe me if I told them about my little neighbor out here. And speaking of my little neighbor, I think they can somehow sense when Tighnari is coming to visit me. I've noticed on several occasions that as they're playing under the trees, they'll suddenly tense up and scamper away for no apparent reason. Shortly after they do this, Tighnari always shows up here.
Dog. Why? Why are you like this? It's literally
I should
nothing.
ask Tainari about this the next time I see him. Heading out, I see? If there's anything else, take care. Do remember to come visit anytime you're in the area. I would be happy to chat with you.
Actually, what was that bit?
Heading out, I see? If there's any... I've heard local children. Perhaps this is because I had... And speaking of my little neighbor, I've noticed on several occasions that as they're playing under the trees, they'll suddenly tense up and scamper away for no apparent reason.
Dog.
Shortly after they do this, Tainari always shows up here. Perhaps I should ask Tainari about this the next time I see him.
Like, what would Tainari know if they're avoiding him? If they're avoiding Tainari, what would Tainari know about it?
Heading out, I see? If there's... Take care. Do remember to come visit anytime you're in the area. I would be happy to chat with you.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Also, why are his glasses tinted green? Seems like a weird thing to do.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
So Tainari takes no shit.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! Oh, but wait, before that... That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
And there she is. Woohoo.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. Not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville. Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Woohoo. Woohoo. Huh. We'll actually get a roll from that. You can actually ascend Venti now, I believe. No, wait, besides the slime concentrate. Hey, that's all I'll do with the main quest for now. We'll wait till later to finish that up. And anyway, yeah, so let's I suppose we'll start by finishing up the commissions. And then we might do some Leyline Blossoms or something to conclude the stream. I don't have much time left and don't want to move on to the next chunk of the main quest without it. Without much more time to spend. I don't want to be rushed. I've been really enjoying this game and I want to continue to enjoy it without forcing myself through it. So if I don't have time to really enjoy something, well, I do it, then I'll wait to do it.
By royal decree. Time for takeoff. Here we go. Lord, reveal thyself. Think you can get away? Let's play.
Oh. Well, they really want to walk off the cliff, but the game won't let them.
Time for takeoff.
Let's dance.
By royal decree.
Woohoo. That's the last of that.
Oh, it's you. Over here. Over here.
It's Sarah from the Good Hunter.
You have no idea how much I've heard. It's Sarah from the Good Hunter.
Thank you for complete.
I will never forget that line. I've waited so long to do Jean's quest. I really should have got the hangouts first. Granted, it was either this or because I wanted to wait and do it all on stream, which I will. Don't know exactly when though. What does I look for? Oh, right, this. What is Jean? Oh, right, Jean's passive is the extra. Also, we take sucrose for this. Is that enough? I don't think it is, but we'll check. I know it isn't. One more needed. Wait, I don't... Yeah, fuck. That's really eating into my slime secretion supply. Ooh, sick. An extra one for that. Very nice. I'm not gonna get lucky, but let's hope I do. Yeah, figured. You know Hoyoverse, that's supposed to be reverse psychology. Come on. Oh, damn it. Hey. Yep. Man, there's so much shit I've still gotta do. Alright, this is another thing I've gotta do. Yeah, I've got so much shit. Look at this. So much primos. Suppose I may as well do it relatively soon. Try to get Nadia with the rolls I earned from that. Hi there, Harry.
Here we go.
One nice thing of farming these is that I'm pretty sure the enemies still drop their things. So you can farm a lot of things while you farm these.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Like, yeah, I definitely need some slime shit now. I just used up a lot of it.
Wings of darkness, come.
Oh, fuck. That hurts. That very much hurts.
Water gliding, you think you can get away?
Time for retribution!
By royal decree. Yahoo!
Woohoo. Anyway. Yeah, that's probably the big advantage of the farming those is you can get a lot of other shit done.
Brace yourself.
Huh. These normally appear next to water, not in water. At least I think so. Anyway, hello, I will be your... I'll be taking your loot, thank you very much.
Oz, reveal.
Verdict is... I suppose this will do.
And these Valberries. Woohoo.
Think you can get away? Let's play. I summon thee.
That one was much faster. Wow.
Here we go.
We.
Time for takeoff. By royal decree. Yahoo! Let's play. Think you can get away? Oz, reveal thyself.
I'll protect us.
Yahoo! Time for takeoff. Shadow Raven.
Oh. Woohoo. Ooh, all the way over here. Never got you either.
Look at it sparkle. Go, Barbara, go!
Let's play. Here we go. Think you can get away?
Retribution!
Brace yourself.
Oh fuck, I just knocked them off. That's a shame. That's loot in the ocean now.
By royal decree. Yahoo!
Anyway. Can I still get this shit? Yeah, I can. Woohoo. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, that's pretty far away from any teleport points.
Ready, steady, go!
I'm not gonna need them super soon, but I'll go for a kill on this while I'm in the area. Just to establish dominance. This was the one I've killed the most. But I imagine that might change due to how much fucking ammo I'm gonna need. I still need this guy's drops for official. Fuck. Used that way too late. Oh well. It's not all bad. I did get some hits in with it. Plus, I should be more liberal at using it against this guy because I'm gonna be able to recharge my ult a lot easier with Vente. Especially once I get Jean built with the Favonius Swords passive. Elemental Orbs really should not be something I'm super worried about.
Let's play.
Wait, fuck, wrong character. Also, should have just stayed with fucking Diluc. A bit more, and he's dead. Oh. Actually, I got hit by that attack. That hasn't happened in a long ass time. Figured I'd grab it while I'm in the neighborhood, yeah. Huh. Probably getting alchemied. Gonna need some of those for official anyway. How many do I need for official anyway? Yeah, quite a bit more than I've got. Yes, dog, I know. Yes. Still annoying, but significantly less annoying when she's doing it during an important story beat.
Brace yourself.
Yes, I know. Ooh, there's an anemo oculi. Better fucking remember that. I'm nearing the end of needing to collect those.
Odds revealed by Yahoo!
Midnight.
Yeah, that's a really nice bonus though about farming these, is the fact that you get everything else while you do it. Okay. Yes, dog. What the fuck is up with her anyway today? No idea how the fuck you're supposed to get you regularly. But thankfully I have Vente, and Vente makes everything easy.
Let's play.
I am so fucking glad I picked up Vente. Suppose you could with the Geo Traveler if you didn't have Vente. Oh, it seems pretty weird to have a... Oh, this is from the thing.
Wouldn't gliding be fast?
Anyway, back to business. Woohoo. And I think this will be the last one I use for a while.
Here we go.
Man, I love having vertical mobility. Being able to move in the up direction is so useful.
Think you can get away? By royal decree, let's play.
Oh boy. Well,
Time for
anyway.
takeoff.
Now, why did it go in that direction of all directions?
Odds, reveal thyself.
Genshin Impact only knows. Ooh, get the farm wood while beating him up. Efficiency.
Think you can get away?
Time for retribution!
Another thing useful with them is that these ley lines is also that they make you walk all around, which will help you get things you missed. Like, for an example, that oculi earlier. I don't think I would have come here for many reasons, if not for that, looking for the blossom ley line opening.
Yahoo! Time for takeoff. By royal decree.
No, get back here. Wait, fuck, he's fire.
Brace yourselves. Think you can get away? Oz, reveal thyself.
Ooh, fuck.
Midnight fin.
Fuck. I have such a habit of using the thing even when on enemies it doesn't work on. What is it, the Luke? Oh, speaking of which, There's another fucking... Oh boy, how the fuck do I get this one? Hey. This is... Oh, I see. There's an air current. Okay, so do I have... What resin do I have left? Basically none. Yeah, I farmed quite a bit. Let's see how much. Oh no, wait. Don't have enough to send this guy yet. I'll be focusing on the animo for a while. But yeah, we're... Let's see, 38, 72. So not a huge amount by any means, but it'll give me significant progress. And of course, I think I'll do more off stream. Before I go, actually, last thing. Dog! Last thing, let's check that out. Place that was recommended for dandelions. We'll check that. Yeah, there's one.
Yahoo! Wouldn't gliding be faster?
There's dandelions. Thing of them is that they seem spread out, obviously, because they're an all over Mondstadt thing. Ooh. Actually, let's check, because it should give us a recommendation. Found at Mondstadt's gates, of course. Like there's quite a few there, but there's not that many. Oh, there is a lot over there.
By royal decree. Time for takeoff. Let's play. Oz, reveal thyself. Yahoo!
Verdictus?
Disgusting.
We'll need more where that came from.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Wow. Well, I need chilies too. Woohoo. I use those often. Okay, there we are. So basically this is the area between Mondstadt and Leeway.
We'll need more where that came from.
Yeah, there sure is a lot. Really good call. I feel like I've died and gone to Dandelion Heaven.
Brace yourselves.
I need these too, woohoo.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Hey, so let's see. Yeah, if there are more, I'm not seeing them. Speaking of which, let's just heal up.
Go, Barbara, go!
Well, not really speaking of which, I wasn't talking of that, but... Oh boy. Woohoo.
Yahoo!
Doesn't look there's much up here.